Good evening and welcome to Lima Senior High School. Tonight a matchup of two teams that have known each other for 92 matchups. We have the Findlay Trojans in town to play the Lima Senior Spartans. My name is Mark Schott. My pleasure to do play-by-play alongside Mr. Jerry Snodgrass. Our presenting sponsor today is Thermal Guard Window and Door. Quality windows and doors from a local company you can trust. Visit thermalguardwindows.com or call 419-229-4273 for your free estimate. Jerry, it's a team that comes in here from Findlay tonight that struggled. The new coach this year, they're just 1-6, and they've struggled this year.
You know, and there's a reason for it. I mean, graduated all 6 seniors a year ago.
Yep.
None of these kids basically got any time last year. They were very good last year. New coach and a good coach.
Yes.
But they're just so young. And, you know, statistically, you can look at the statistics and say, well, this won't be a close game. I don't think this is one of those games where you throw the records out. I don't think it's that. It's just that there's growing pains, and schools go through it.
Findlay is coached by Ryan Gross. They will start number 0. Bronson Drew, a 5'9 junior, averaging 7.3 points per game. Number 1 is Beck Carmack. He is a 5'9 junior, averaging 5.6 and 2.3 assists. Number 2, Blade Went. He is a 5'10 junior, averaging 11 points a game. Number 10 is Riley Korkos. He is a 5'11 sophomore, averaging 3.1 points per game. And number 22 is Cooper McKenna. He is a 6'3 sophomore, averaging 3.6 points per game and 4 rebounds. Lima Senior, Jerry, on the other hand, they're off to a good start. They're 4-1 right now for Coach Simpson.
Not only 4-1, but they've played a very, very strong schedule. And I do give, Quincy, I give John Zell the, credit for doing that. I love teams that do that. And, you also have to have the team to do it, too. I mean, but, they say, iron sharpens iron, and I think that's a good way to say, you just get better by doing that.
Lima Senior comes in averaging 79.2 points per game to get up 49.2. They will start number 0, Willie Foster. Willie's a 6'2 junior. He averages 12.2 points per game. Number 1 is Amari Addy. He's a 6-foot junior, averaging 6.2 and 3.6 assists. Number 2, Jaquel Cotton. 6'7 senior, that's 17.6 points per game and 7.3 rebounds. Number 5 is Boog Wilson. Boog is a 5'11 senior, averaging 5 points a game, 3.4 steals and 2.4 assists. And number 11, Sean Foster, leading scorer. Sean is a 6'2 sophomore, averaging 17.8, 2 steals per game, and more than 4 rebounds. This is the 92nd meeting between these two schools. Lima Senior is 148, Findlay's 131. We'll see how the 92nd meeting turns up right after this. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Our first quarter tonight from Lima Senior is brought to you by Wapak Canetta Ford. Visit any of our 4 area locations, including our newest location at 600 South Cable next to Lima Central Catholic, and they're open daily. One change in the Lima Senior starting lineup this evening, and that is number 4, Noah Simpson, 6'1 sophomore, has replaced Willie Foster in the Lima Senior starting lineup. Noah's played a lot on the season. He averages 6.6 points per game and 2.4 assists. Officials tonight, Ben Kramer, Dylan Woods, and Daniel Holland. That's a veteran crew, Jerry.
It sure is. And, you're looking into this schedule at the start of the year, they always get great officials on this game.
Cooper McKenna tips the ball. Goes to the backcourt, however, ends up with Amari Addy. And the point guard for Lima Senior will advance the basketball against the Findlay man-to-man. Lima Senior in white uniforms. Findlay is in blue. There's Jaquel Cotton from deep. Rebound goes inside. Deshad Greer fights it back up, fights it up again. And finally scores. Opening basket will go to Deshad Greer.
Well, I mentioned a lot of the keys and a lot of things in this game, but one of them, Findlay lacks so much size, and that's going to show on all the rebounding.
Addy went right to the rim and scored with a steal. Lima Senior with full court pressure. That has been a problem for Findlay this year. They're averaging 19 turnovers a game. As Bronson Drew advanced the basketball. This is Bronson Beck with the basketball.
Mark, too, you talked about, Lima Senior averages about 79 a game, and Findlay has only broken 50 one time this year. So, again, slowing the game down, but is a big key for them, but easier said than done.
Jaquel Cotton gets a block shot inside against Cooper McNamara. Will go the other way to the rim in a hurry and off glass. There's a miss. The rebound was tipped up as well. Mariatti missed the shot. Findlay rebounds will go the other way. It's 4-0 Spartans early on. Deshad Greer pressuring the basketball. short jumper will put up by Bronson Drew. That's short, rear rebounds. Cotton goes to the rim and finishes.
Yeah, look how he controlled his body so well. He got a little body contact in there, but maintained control of the ball and got a good layup out of it.
Pace certainly favoring Lima Senior early on. It's 2-on-1 headed the other way. Kick back, this will go to Drew. He finds his teammate Garmong.
Now the thing too, if you're Findlay, how do you practice against this?
That's correct.
It's very, very difficult to do.
Jump shot of the corner. Beck Garmon missed. He's made 6 of those on the season. There's a 3 going to go up for Lima Senior. That bounces around. And the rebound comes into the hands of Blade Went.
I think Blade Went has been their leading scorer so far this year and has a good athletic tradition. His dad was a very good player at Findlay.
And we're going to get a 10 count go against Lima Senior.
Well, there's no doubt, Lima Senior comes into this game, and, the secret is, certainly one of the keys to the game for them is trying to get out to an early start and pressure, and then run. You've got the rebounders. You can afford to miss it. And so far, that's been the story.
Sean Foster, who did not start this evening, just checked into the basketball game. Neither Sean or Willie started this evening. To the corner it goes. This will be Noah Simpson for 3. That bounces around, comes out. Rebound comes to Carter Emke, who just checked in a moment ago. And loose ball ends up in the hands of Carter Emke, but he couldn't finish.
Well, that's what defensive pressure does to you, too. You're trying to get rid of the ball, shoot it as quick as you can, and you kind of really lose your focus of.
And funny inbounds pass. Riley Korkos ends up with the ball in his hands and scores at 6'2", Lima Senior, as Noah Simpson advances the ball. Jaquel Cotton, deep 3 again, back of the rim. Sean Foster rebounds. Back up and scores, does Sean, averaging 17.8 points per game. Pass out of the trap. There's a pass ahead. Headed to the rim is Went. Ball fake. And missed a shot. Cotton rebounds.
Again, attribute that miss to pressure.
Noah Simpson tries to get inside, and he will be fouled. Initial foul of the basketball game. Our scoreboard sponsor today is Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices in downtown Lima and in Bluffton. That dead ball will bring Willie Foster into the game.
And Jed Scott, number 3, another sophomore for Findlay, checks into the game.
And right to the rim, reverse layup will not fall for Addy. Cotton rebounds. This is Willie Foster. And Simpson gets it back. This is Cotton's going to get a 3 look out of the corner, and that will be made. Jaquel Cotton has 12 of those now on the season. 3-point sponsor tonight is Army's Auto Wrecking, and to the rim and finishing at the other end is Carter Emke. Cash. Army's Auto Wrecking is paying cash for your junk cars and trucks. Call Army's at 419-225-1896. Rebound to Riley Korkos. This has been a very fast opening quarter. Step back jumper will rattle out for Garmong. And to the rim, and we'll get a shooting foul.
I believe it is. Nope, out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
I watched Findlay play against St. Mary's, and they ran every opportunity they could and did it quite well.
That was the game they won on the season as Noah Simpson powers up inside. They defeated St. Mary's 51-47. That's their only win. As Jerry said, the only game this year they scored more than 50 points. Jed Scott passes inside. That ball's tipped loose, and here we come the other way with Willie Foster. To the corner goes. Simpson gets a 3. Noah Simpson has 6 of those on the season now and 5 points in our opening quarter. 3-point sponsored by Army's Auto Wrecking. And it's 16-4.
Well, from an offensive standpoint, when you're Lima Senior, you can afford to take shots because you've got people to rebound it on a miss.
Jed Scott splashes one from the corner. He has a 3-point field goal. A timeout. Temescal Financial Services timeout. We'll take a break too. Lima Senior 16, Findlay 7. Watching high school basketball on WOSF. Timeouts today are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 and visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. 2:51 to go, opening quarter. That timeout was called by Findlay, Jerry.
Yes, it was, and they're running players in and out of the game. And one of the things too about Findlay High School is the Trojans have had a very, very tough schedule from the standpoint of 5 games in a row at home, but they were against good competition, and then 5 on the road. They go to OG next, and always a tough place to play at OG. So it's just been a very, very demanding schedule for them.
Lob pass goes inside. Sean Foster couldn't put it down. Willie Foster gets the rebound and then loses it, and will head the other way. Carter Emke will be fouled. See that foul goes against success to Jaquel Cotton, his first, Lima Senior's first. Isaiah Cunningham back in the basketball game.
Mark, we were talking too about, the being a little bit outmanned. But one of the things, and I've noticed it when I watched a Findlay practice, that they play hard. They really go at it hard, and you can't ask any more from kids than that.
Keon Flowers wears number 23. He's the only senior on Findlay's roster. Pull-up 3 is short. Keon gets the rebound. So it's a very young Trojan basketball team coming in here to play Lima Senior this evening.
You mentioned Keon Flowers. He's the only senior that's getting any playing time. I believe he's the only senior on the team.
Yes, correct. Sean Foster will get a foul. Trying to force the pace. That's Sean's first, team second in the opening quarter. That's exactly 2 minutes to go. Inbound pass to Carter Emke, 5'9" sophomore. It's Jed Scott. Down it goes. Trying to get a 3 off, and finally does, and splashing a 3 in. Blake went. Now Blake's made 17 3-point field goals on the season now. Pass inside, power layup is missed inside by Deshaun Greer. And in the scramble on the floor for the ball, we're going to get a held ball that will favor Findlay.
Mark, one of the biggest things I was looking at is tonight when I noticed on the Lima Senior Spartan website, tonight was Dress Like Coach Q night.
Yeah.
And I was waiting to see when he came out. I guessed wrong today.
I did. Here's Flowers. And he might have got away with a walk, but we're going to get a foul. There will be a couple of free throws. Our free throw sponsor tonight is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken at Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. The foul went to Deshaun Greer, his first in the free throw line. Goes Keon Flowers, who's made 3 out of 4 free throws on the season. Talked about 3-point field goals, Jerry. Findlay's made 2 of them tonight in the opening quarter. They've actually made 40 of them in their 7 games, so they get a lot of them up and they make a lot of them.
And in their 1 win against St. Mary's, that's one of the things I noticed is they shot the ball very well that night, and they have to in order to be successful.
Both free throws do not go for Flowers. And Lima Senior approaching a minute mark in the opening quarter. Addy with the basketball. Sean Foster pulls the trigger, and he nails the 3-point field goal brought by Army's Auto Wrecking.
It's hard to stop that.
3 different Lima Seniors have 5 points, a 2-point goal, and a 3-point goal. That would be Cotton, Noah Simpson, and Sean Foster.
Mark, we have a different vantage point, but I look at this and I watch that, and we're both ex-coaches, and we can say this, man, I'd hate to play against that pressure.
Oh, my goodness. And here's Foster from the corner. High for the rebound was Willie Foster, able to control it, though. And he scrambled for the loose ball. And eventually ends up in Cooper McCann's hands, and then over to Bronson Drew. It's Almost an Addy steal. There's a pass inside, and they beat the pressure. A score by Cooper McCanna.
Now you see how much, the Spartans overplay passes and cut through that passing lane trying to get that steal and go with it.
Lengthy pass went out of bounds. Both teams trying to keep fresh players in the game here early on. 19-12 in favor of Lima Senior, and Findlay will have last possession if they can't withstand this pressure. And bouncing the ball in the end line, Blade went. There's your pressure there.
It is, and it's nonstop. And that, too, the idea of that too is you wear people down in that third and fourth quarter.
Simpson inbounds, takes the inbound pass, and Noah Simpson goes right to the rim, and he's got 7 in the opening quarter.
You just wonder, talking about Findlay could have had that last possession of the quarter, but now you look at it and you wonder how many possessions Lima Senior can get in that last 20 seconds.
The way it is, it's 3-on-1 headed the other way. Cotton's the lone back man. Pass goes to the corner to Wendt. Missed that 3. Willie Foster gets a rebound. No, Addy gets the rebound. Down in Corey goes, and Addy missed the shot. And Rashad Greer soared in for the rebound. In the process, picked up his second foul. Seems like tonight, Jerry Amari Addy only averages 6 points a game. I say only because he's a catalyst defensively. And here's a long throw that's going to go off the backboard. Yeah, but it seems like Addy's trying to score more here in the opening quarter.
It does.
Yeah. Lima Senior 21, Findlay 12 after the first 8 minutes. Watching high school basketball, WOSN. Back at Lima Senior, where tonight our presenting sponsor is Thermalguard Window and Door. Quality windows and doors from a local company you can trust. Visit thermalguardwindows.com or call 419-229-4273 for your free estimate. Lima Senior led the opening quarter by Noah Simpson. He had 7. Jaquel Cotton had 5, as did Sean Foster. There are 5 different players who have scored for Findlay, led by Blade Wendt and Jed Scott, who each made a 3-point field goal.
Mark, we were talking, nostalgic-wise. We see a lot of coaches in the stands when we come to games and things like that. But, one of the things we talked about, too, was, speaking of nostalgia, my golly, one of the assistant coaches for Findlay High School, Ray Elbin, been here forever.
And one of those guys we just call basketball lifer / junkie, right? I mean, he just loves basketball, loves working with kids. Ball's taken away, and Sean Foster heads the other way. Hesitation move. Sean goes to the rim and finishes with the left hand. He's got 7 now.
And I believe Coach Elbin's been here, at Findlay since 1985.
Addy gets a steal. Sean Foster gets a 3 look out of the corner. Noah Simpson rebounds on the backside. Jaquel Cotton gets a 3, and he nails it. He's second of the evening. He's got 8. A 3-point field goal sponsored by his Army's Auto Wrecking. Cash, cash, cash. Army's Auto Wrecking is paying cash for your junk cars and trucks. Call Army's at 419-225-1896. And all of a sudden, it's a 14-point lead for Lima Senior.
Well, the athleticism just shows so much on not just the quickness, but on the rebounding.
Amari Addy picks up his first foul. He gets called for a hold, and Isaiah Cunningham will re-enter for Lima Senior. I met Ray Elbin when I moved to town in '87. We were in a graduate class together, sponsored by the University of Dayton. They met at Apollo. We had to make a group assignment. Ray says, "Don't worry about it, Coach. I got this." Yes, sir. You the man. We've been friends ever since. Carter Emke breaks the press. McCanna gets a 3 look that's short. Coming in to get the rebound and a loose ball, but missing inside was Korkos, and will go the other way. And a 2-handed flush for Sean Foster gives him 9. And we will get a timeout. 6:47 to go, or not. Oh, he lost a shoe. That's the point. Yeah, looked out front here. Timeout simply for Cooper McCanna to fix his shoe. Timeout sponsored tonight is Metzger Financial Services. Helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067. Or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. Press is just coming at him again. Carter Emke trying to find somebody to throw it to, and this time we do get a timeout. Called by his coach, Ryan Gross. Back in a moment. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Tonight's scoreboard sponsor is Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices in downtown Lima and in Bluffton. And Jerry, that's a timeout you call to save losing the ball and press.
Yep, you certainly do. And, you know, because they've had a couple 10-second calls so far.
Nobody ever asked me, if I were king of the world, if you called timeout to prevent losing the ball for a 10-second count, you would now have whatever time is left on that 10 seconds to get the ball from midcourt. So that would, otherwise you don't reward a defense for doing a great job. So if you call timeout with 6 seconds gone, you get 4 seconds to cross midcourt. Of course, that's not the rule, but one I'd like to see someday. To the corner it goes. This is going to be a 3 by Wet. That one bounces off the rim, and Cunningham rebounds. Simpson throws it ahead, and Willie Foster spins into the lane and will miss a shot, get to go to the free throw line.
And you look at how quick Lima Senior, when they have a controlled break, and I say that control with an asterisk after it, but when you get that controlled break, they're down the sideline and quick.
Willie Foster gets a pair of free throws. Our free throw sponsored by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Belfast, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here, makes the first. Lima Senior does not run a designated lane break, but I can tell you that Willie Foster is in that left lane all the time.
Yes, he is.
And he is really good over there when they get the ball ahead to him. And that one bounces in, makes both of his Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws. It's 30-18. 30-12, excuse me, 18-point lead. Lima Seniors outscored Findlay 9-0 here to start the quarter. Beck Garmon with the basket. He's going to pull up and make a three. Bounces out and bounces over the backboard. Our second quarter sponsored by Wapakoneta Ford. Visit any of our 4 area locations, including our newest location at 600 South Cable, next to LCC. They're open daily.
Mark, we were talking about coaches there. You know, of course, we're so used to seeing, you know, long-time future Hall of Fame coach Jim Rookie there for the last 25 years, actually. And now all of a sudden, Ryan Gross is a very, very good coach in his own right.
Willie Foster with a nice pull-up jumper, and he gives him 4 points, all in this quarter. And, of course, Ryan Gross comes from a coaching tree. You and I both knew his dad.
Yes.
Coached against Mike when he was at Norwalk. He was an athletic director, too, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
He was. Oh, that pass ends up in the hands of Sean Foster, and he's going to throw it up. And Willie, do you get an assist for that? I think you deserve an assist for that.
I would say.
Yeah, that brought the crowd to its feet. Pass ahead. Korkos gets a 3 look. That bounces off the rim, and Addy's got the ball. Off we go again. Sean Foster, pull-up 3. And rebound, battled around inside. Eventually it comes up in Korkos' hands.
That's one of those you tell your players beforehand, like sometime in practice, like, hey, listen, if this happens, act like it's nothing.
Jaquel Foster throws it up. Jaquel Cotton threw it up in the air for Foster. They miscommunicated. Findlay gets the ball back. They've had a 3-minute scoring drought here. And we're going to get a reach-in foul. They'll go get Sean Foster, Sean's second.
Mark, we were talking at one time, too, you know, being older coaches, you know, and I say that very respectfully, of course, but, you know, those kind of plays like that, we probably would have benched the kid.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
But it was a different age then. And,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely
that's
was.
that.
Yep.
Now, you know, the excitement it brings and everything else, you let them do it.
Well, to show my age, what are you guys practicing that stuff for? Practice 3-point field goals and free throws, will you?
Yeah.
You know? Flowers goes to the rim. He will fight one up and get to go to the free throw line. Keon, 6'3". The foul went to, let's see, it was on number 4. That would be Noah Simpson's first foul. Spartans third of the quarter. We'll get a couple of free throws brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. Keon missed a couple of free throws in the opening quarter and missed that one as well.
You know, Mark, we saw the Spartans a couple weeks back against Toledo City Athletic Conference foe, Toledo Scott.
Yep.
And of course, they're undefeated right now in the Toledo area. But the Start Spartans, pretty darn good. Probably the best team in the Toledo Conference, and had a very solid win against Findlay in the opening game.
Spartans down the floor quickly, and Noah Simpson finishes. Yeah, Lima Senior will play the two top teams in the Toledo City Athletic League on the road. As Cotton gets a steal and is going to throw it ahead. This is Sean Foster, and Sean gets his dunk. He's got 11 now, including 6 in the quarter as we're halfway through it. Lima's starts 5-2. They're 3-0 in the conference. Rogers is 7-2. They are 1-1 in the conference, and they play both of them in Toledo. That's a back cut that will end up in a basket for Jed Scott. He's got 5 in the game now.
And Mark, excuse me on that one, but just the pressure, that's where it just wears off. It wears on you. We're in the middle of the second quarter, and it's taking its toll, and it's hard to explain it. But it's not fatigue. It just wears on you.
Spartans already with a 17-point quarter, 17-3 here in the quarter. Cotton step back shot. Is that a 3? It is only a 2 for Jaquel. He now has 10 in the game. He and Sean Foster are both double-figure scorers for Lima Senior. Coming off a screen, Jed Scott, and picked from behind. This is Willie Foster. Willie with 8 all in the quarter.
Like to know his long jump stats on that one. He was just inside the free throw line when he took off.
Tremendous athletic skills, doesn't he?
Even from the standpoint of when he picked the pass.
Yes.
Or when he picked off the dribble.
Jed Scott with the basketball, and he's in a bad spot and breaks dribble. Good move on his part. Goes up over Cotton, but Cotton gets a hand on it, blocks it. Scott goes to the corner. Drew gets a shot. Bronson Drew has a basket now. He's got 10 made three-point field goals on the season. Army's Auto Wrecking is our three-point field goal sponsor this evening. Findlay's now hit 3 of those in the game. Addy goes to the corner. This will be a 3 out of the corner. Right back at you, Noah Simpson. His second of the game gives him 12 points now.
Years ago, we wondered what effect the three-point line would have. Wow. Players can shoot it.
Well, Jerry, remember when they put that in? Back cut. But Cotton gets a steal. Let's see what the Spartans do with this one. Jaquel to the top of the circle. Pull-up jumper for him. Good check out inside by Flowers. When they first put that rule in, I didn't like it.
Same here.
And now you get used to it, you go, man, is this a great thing? Flowers inside, powers up, and gets fouled inside by Willie Foster. Willie's first foul. Kent Flowers, a big physical presence inside.
Yes, he is. He played, I said he did not play last year, but did play as a sophomore.
He will get a couple of Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws. He's 1 for 4 there tonight after being 3 for 4 coming into the day.
I watched them, before their first game in a practice, and I will say a lot about Flowers in that he just needed to get into basketball rhythm, because he didn't play last year, and he's gotten much better as the season has progressed.
He's made a pair of those now. Talk about Lima Senior's schedule. This game is airing for the first time on Saturday morning tonight. That will be December 28th. They will have Toledo Central Catholic here. That's a good game, Jerry.
Yes, it should be.
Central Catholic is 4-0 on the season, I think.
Yep,
That game, the JV game will start at 3:30 tomorrow. Varsity JV, freshman at 2, hopefully around 3:30. And then the varsity game to follow. Mari Addy in the corner, stares down his man, 3-point jumper, bounces around. Rebound comes to Carter Emke. And then right to the rim, and going up through traffic, but unable to finish inside is Bronson Drew. And Spartans out in transition, and this time a conventional layup for Willie Foster, who's got 10 points in the quarter. 47-19, Lima Senior.
They've backed off that full court trap, but it really hasn't made any difference. They've put so much pressure on the quarter court.
And the Spartans go a week without a game. They don't play again until they go to Toledo Start on January 10th. And then at Mansfield Senior on January 11th. That's always a rivalry game.
Two really good games coming up for them.
Then you put a couple of weeks in there, and they finish up the month of January at Rogers on this 31st of the month. So 2 big trips for Lima Senior in the TCAL. A minute to go, opening quarter. Jaquel Cotton for three. Jaquel's got 3 of those in the game now. Sponsored by Army's Auto Wrecking. He's got 13 points. And he had a steal right there, but instead Carter Empke gets it back. Pass inside. McCanna throws it out top. Bounce pass inside. McCanna sees a lot of traffic. And finds Marcos at the top of the circle. And is that tipped? It is tipped. 34.8 to go. It's 50-19 Lima Senior.
And just nothing easy. I know I keep saying that, but you know, every single pass, if you do get it, it's been tipped.
There's a 3 that bounces around. Cotton goes high for the rebound, takes it away from McCanna, and the Spartans mishandle it, lose it out of bounds.
50-50 is now $800.
You know, I'm watching Coach Simpson there, you know, and somebody probably saying, what's he upset about? They're up by, 50-19. Well,
yep.
You want your players to play their best at all times, lead or no lead.
Back cut. Findlay has been great at back cuts for as long as I've been in this area. Addy for 3. Amari Addy has his 4th of the season. 5 points in the game as he makes an Army's Auto Wrecking 3-point field goal. This is going to be a 3 that's going to go up from Jed Scott. It will miss, and Lima Senior will go to break up 53-21. It's halftime. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Halftime at Lima Senior. Our presenting sponsors, Thermogard Window and Door. Quality windows and doors from a local company you can trust. Visit thermogardwindows.com. I'll call 419-229-4273 for your free estimate. Jerry, Lima Senior just hung a 32-9 quarter on Findlay.
Big time, all because of the pressure. And, if you go to the locker room at halftime, coach is coach. And I know Coach Quincy's going to, he's going to say something about, watch that back door. Let's line ourselves up, and here's what you look for. So at least he can coach it. In your case with Ryan Gross, for the Trojans, he's just going to comment, I think, on a positive note because he's a very positive guy. Be strong with the basketball. Just be strong. Shorter passes. Come meet the basketball. Just fundamental reminders.
The Findlay Trojans have had 7 different players score. They're led by Bronson Drew. He has 5, and Jed Scott has 5 as well. Lima Senior has had 6 players score. They're led in scoring by Jaquel Cotton. He has 13. Noah Simpson has 12. Willie Foster has 10. All in quarter number 2. And Sean Foster has 9. Spartans are close, and they're also close to getting us to a running clock. And the Grinch just showed up. So here we are on December 27, and we'll be back in just a moment with the second half of Lima Senior. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. We're ready for the third quarter here at Lima Senior. Our quarter sponsor tonight is Wapak Canetta Ford. Visit any of our 4 area locations, including our newest location at 600 South Cable, next to Lima Central Catholic. They are open daily. And we'll see how Lima Senior comes out here. It is 53-21 Lima Senior. The annual TV44 WSN fundraising campaign is underway now. Our goal is to raise $175,000 or more by the end of the year. Your donations stay local and are used to support WTOW and WSN. You can donate today at actsministries.com. Third quarter action from Lima Senior. We gave the Lima Senior upcoming schedule. On January 3rd, Findlay will be at Southview, and then it will be at Northview on the 10th, and at Ottawa Glandorf on the 11th. That's part of that 5-game road trip you were talking about earlier, Jerry.
Yep, that's tough. And, all those teams for Findlay are all winnable, but, they're on the road.
Yep.
And, it's hard to say.
Lima Senior won our freshman game tonight, 38-32, and a JV game, 61-40. Addy throws it to the corner to Noah Simpson, and the Spartans start out right away with an Army's Auto Wrecking 3-point field goal. Simpson's got 3 of those in the game now. Cash, cash, cash. Army's Auto Wrecking is paying cash for your junk cars and trucks. Call Army's at 419-225-8996. 1896, excuse me.
Better get a 5-second call, I think. Yep.
Really good defensive pressure. Noah Simpson, who was a 6'1 sophomore, and he's out putting great defensive pressure on.
And that was great fundamental defense. He didn't reach, he just kept his distance, so he couldn't go anywhere. There was no place for him to go.
Samari Addy to basketball. Mari's got 7 in the game. Spartans run a backdoor cut, and it bounced off of Sean Foster as he went to the rim. Jerry, sometimes we don't think about coaches being people. So last Sunday after church, I'm in Cracker Barrel, and there's Quincy Simpson with his family. And that's a great thing to see. We just see him out here on a basketball court, and we don't realize that there are people with families and lives and other ways to contribute to the community too.
And what a stress that is on coaches when you think about it. I said this the last couple of years. There's so many veteran coaches that are hanging it up, and almost every one of them will say it's time to spend time with my family.
Yep.
And I don't think a lot of people realize it's not just a physical presence for coaching. It's the mental time. You can't ever get away from it.
Cooper McCanna gets a rebound basket. He's got 4 points in the game now. Jaquel Cotton, yet another 3 for Jaquel. He's got 16 points in the game. He's got 4 made 3-point field goals. Brought to you by Army's Auto Wrecking. It's 59-23. Here's a 3 that's going to go up. That one will bounce out. Amari Addy rebounds. That pass sailed over Cotton's head, but 59-23, Jerry, and the clock's going to run now.
Yep.
It will be in running clock territory unless Findlay can get the lead under. And we've got our police officer and our referee doing some discussion here. It will be that way unless Findlay can get the lead under 30 points. Did stop right there with the official timeout. And Beck Garmong will have the basketball.
And the Spartans came out, took off that full court pressure. And
Sean Foster heads to the rim. Sean Foster's got 11 in the game now. He becomes the 4th Lima senior player to be in double figures at 61-23. Cooper McCanna on top. The left-hander gets a 3 look. Bounces short, but the rebound comes into Garmong's hands. And he will reset the offense. McCanna almost lost it, and then Deshad Greer knocks it out of bounds.
You look at that, just that alone, and the number 4 hands, there's just nothing easy.
Coach Simpson keeps a stat page that tracks deflections on it. And into the lane with a running shot is Bronson Drew. He's got 7 now to lead the Trojans in scoring. Noah Simpson with another 3. And the rebound and power layup goes to Jaquel Cotton. He's got 18 now. He averages 17.6. 63-25 Spartans. McCanna. This will be a 3 from Bronson Drew, and Bronson Drew has made 2 of those in the game now, and he becomes a double-figure scorer on
averaging 7, a little over 7 a game, and having a good game.
He's had 9 3-point field goals coming into tonight in their first 7 basketball games. Got a pair of those this evening. Addy inside, kick out to the corner. Deshad Greer. Deshad Greer makes a 3-point field goal. That's his first 3-point field goal of the season. Last year, about mid-January on, I thought Deshad Greer was a really good high school basketball player. Here's another 3 going to go up. That's deep. Cotton rebounds. Cotton goes right to the rim. He lost the basketball, but he's going to get a pair of Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws. They're in Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Foul goes to Cooper McCanna, and to the free throw line goes Jaquel Cotton. He is 8 of 9 from the free throw line on the season.
Mark, too, I look at this and I think, how would you prepare? How would you prepare to play Lima Senior?
Yep.
It's as quick of hands as I've seen it, pressure's one thing, but to have the hand movement, each player knows where the other player is. I think the only way you can do it is to practice against 6 or 7 guys.
Yeah, you can't practice against your JV team like would be typical.
Correct.
There's no way they can match what you're going to see out here. I think that especially holds true when you get in the tournament. You're playing a Tuesday, Friday, or a Wednesday, Saturday, right, and you don't have but a day or two to prepare for something like that. It's very difficult to do as we get mass substitutions by Findlay as Cotton prepares to shoot his next free throw. And mass substitutions means that clock just continues to tick down with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go here. Cotton loads up, and he has 20 in the game now, 7 in this quarter, and he will take a break and be replaced by Isaiah Cunningham.
Mark, you mentioned the tournament, too. Both these teams now are Division II.
They are Division II. Only 2 Division I teams in Northwest Ohio. Is that correct? Perrysburg and Whitmer. So that is correct. They're both Division II teams. Pass inside. Ends up into the hands of Miles Bailey. This is Miles' first effort in the game tonight. This is Jed Scott trying to get to the rim and goes out of bounds, and it will do so off of Findlay Trojan. 1.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Scoreboard sponsor is Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices in downtown Lima and in Bluffton. Addy, right to the rim he goes and finishes with the left hand. Amari Addy's got 9 in the game.
Boy, just controls the ball so well coming up the court.
I really like Addy because I think he's a really good defender. He's got long arms, he's got good quickness, but he has been more offensive tonight than I've seen him in the past. I think that's another benefit for the Spartans. Flowers, top of the circle. Bailey comes off a screen, throws it back to Flowers, and he kind of loses control of the basketball, and Addy has another rebound. Step back 3 for Amari Addy is short. Noah Simpson rebounds in the corner. This will be Cunningham, Isaiah Cunningham with yet another 3-point field goal for the Spartans on this evening. Brought to you by Army's Auto Wrecking. He's got 6 of those on the season now, and that's his first basket. 73-28 Lima senior.
And even how about that? Great team play. 2 guys passed up shots for somebody just a little bit more open.
Rebound comes to Addy. Spartans going to play last shot of the quarter. Simpson throws it down the corner. This shot's going to be taken by Taco Haithcock. Rebound and finishing inside is Sean Foster. He's got 13, looking at 14.
That's the other thing that he has. We've seen this a couple times. The ball bouncing on the rim a little bit. He just has such good body control, to be able to still get a board while he's coming down. Sean
Foster's a 72% free throw shooter on the season. And his free throw gives him point number 14, and that will send us to the quarter break. And the scoreboard malfunctioned, Jerry. That's how much points they're putting up on the board. So we'll give you the quarter score when we come back. Starting the fourth quarter, you're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Our presenting sponsor tonight is Quality Windows and Doors from a local company you can trust, and that would be Thermalguard Window and Doors. You can visit them at thermalguardwindows.com. I'll call 419-229-4273 for your free estimate. And the fourth quarter is brought to you by Wapak Canetta Ford. Visit any of our 4 area locations, including our newest location at 600 South Cable. Next to LCC, they're open daily. This jump shot's going to go up from Bronson Drew, and the rebound will come to Isaiah Cunningham. Spartans put number 12 in the game. Number 12 was James Bankston. And also number 14 is in the game. That's Denaria Terry. And that 3 was made by Taco Haithcock. Spartans continue to assault the 3-point line.
Yeah, he comes in averaging just under 5 a game.
3-point sponsor is Army's Auto Wrecking, and right to the rim and unable to finish. Ball's tipped out before it comes into the hands of Carter Emke. To the rim goes Carter Emke, missed that one. The rebound comes to Bankston. This is turned into a track meet. Cunningham, back it goes to Haithcock. Trying to get back-to-back threes. The rebound comes to Bankston. He will throw it out to Isaiah Cunningham. He loads up. And tracking it down the corner is Miles Bailey. Carter Emke. And Bronson Drew. To the corner it goes to Jed Scott. And Miles Bailey. This is the 92nd meeting between these two teams. Pass inside, tipped away by Haithcock. And we will get a foul.
You mentioned Carter Emke a little bit ago. He got some great football time this year as a running back and receiver. And his dad played for Findlay High School a few years back and was the principal at Findlay High School for several years as well.
79-28, our scoreboard brought to you by Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years. And there's a three-point field goal for Isaiah Cunningham. Go back to our read. Serving Allen County for more than 100 years with offices in downtown Lima and in Bluffton. And that was yet another Army's Auto three-point field goal. Cash, cash, cash. Army's Auto Wrecking is paying cash for your drunk cars and trucks. Call Army's at 419-225-1896. And a foul goes to James Bankston into the free throw line for Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws. We found them in Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. The free throw is made by Jed Scott. He's got 6 points in the game.
We talked about it at the beginning, but one of many sophomores that are getting playing time for the Trojans.
Amir Simpson will enter for Lima Senior. Amir wears number 21. He's a 6'3" junior. And makes both of those free throws. 7 points in the game, Jed Scott. And it comes to Bankston to begin the offense. We're already under 5 minutes with the running clock. And trying to get to the rim was Stacy Dixon, a 6'4" junior. And the ball will be a held ball. Lima Senior will recover. Only had a couple of timeouts today. Our timeouts have been brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. Off the screen inbounds comes Terry. To the corner it goes. This jumper is going to be Amir Simpson. He lost control of the basketball. And the rebound comes to Jed Scott. (82-30) Lima Senior. And we're going to get a foul. That will go to Denaria Terry. Denari Terry has his first foul of the game. This will allow. And we got the buzzer stuck now. A.J. Griffin wears number 23. A.J. just checked into the game. He's a 5'9" sophomore. So I think Lima Senior's emptied their bench, I think. Into the backcourt it goes to Carter Emke. I know, Jerry, there are people who like the running clock. This is one reason I don't.
Same here. Same here.
These are young men whose playing time gets decreased because of the running clock, and they practice and they earn this playing time. And I'm just not a fan of it, I guess.
And you hear people say, well, there are those people that are just going to press right to the end and run the score. That has not been the case here at all.
No.
They backed off beginning in the second half and did not press full court once. That's the Spartans. Yep. And again, they're outmanned. I mean, there's no other way to say it, but let these guys play.
You like a guy like Keon Flowers who gets himself to the free throw line. This will be his 8th free throw of the game right here. Active player and strong. The rebound comes into Jed Scott. He gets a shot blocked, and off we go the other way with Amir Simpson. Amir goes right to the rim and missed a shot, but the rebound comes to Griffin. And Simpson's on the floor, and he's going to pop back up. Thought he was hurt, but he's not. Shot missed out of the corner by Camden Steckschulte. And to the rim goes Bankston and missed a shot, but the rebound comes to Griffin. A.J. Griffin's in the books. Just over 2 minutes to go, headed to the rim. And that young man is not on my score sheet,
Nope.
Jerry. Number 14. There's a three. Nope. Ball faked into trying to get to the rim, but step back is Amir Simpson. Short. Rebound to Haithcock. He's going to get a three out of the corner. And that will be Findlay basketball.
You know, when you talk about athleticism, one of the things about basketball players, Mark, I always used to say, I had about a 1.5-inch vertical jump when I was in high school, maybe 1.75. But the skill of knowing where a ball's going to come off, there's just something about that. And the Lima senior players have that incredible. Plus, they have more than a 1.5-inch vertical jump.
Carter Emke with the basketball. As we approach a minute to go in this one. There's a back cut, and Scott missed his shot inside, but did get a follow-up basket. And that's by Camden Steckschulte, so he's in the books now. Bankston goes inside again. Bankston's shot rolls around, doesn't go, but he will get to go to the free throw line.
And Mark, you mentioned that too. And you just think about in a free throw, and I know, the free throw rules change a little bit on the number of fouls, but in a shooting foul like this, it's going to take a minute off the clock.
Yes, it will. Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws. We're approaching this one coming to an end. The crowd's starting to filter out a bit. And that one bounces out too. So this one's going to come to an end. Dribbling out front is Carter Emke. And we're going to get an 84-34 Lima senior victory. Jerry, from the very beginning, it was a Lima senior basketball game, and then they really got cooking in quarter number 2.
Yep, quarter number 2 was the telltale part about opening this up and, broadening it, so there was no coming back by Findlay.
So very quickly, Lima Senior will go to 5-1 on the season. They will remain, of course, 3-0 in the Toledo City Athletic League. They will do so with quarter scores of 21, 32, 23, and 8 in that final quarter with the running clock. They were led in scoring by Jaquel Cotton. Jaquel had 20, 15 for Noah Simpson, 14 for Sean Foster, 10 for Willie Foster. Amari Addy had 9. The Spartans put 9 different players in the scoreboard. Findlay will drop to 1-7 on the season. They are 0-2 in the Northern Lakes League, the Buckeye division of Northern Lakes League. And they were led in scoring tonight by Bronson Drew. He had 10 points tonight for them. We'll thank our sponsors tonight: Thermogard Window and Door, Web Insurance Agency, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, Army's Auto Wrecking, Wapak Ford, and Metzger Financial Services. Abby Beck and Megan Sherrick did all the camera work and audio work here for us this evening. And we want to thank them for their work. Megan will take this back to the station, edit it together. We thank the athletic director here, Mr. John Zell. And Jerry, this is our last telecast, and now you've got one more. Our last telecast of 2024. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family.
And to everybody, for our listeners and our staff and everyone else. Thank you, and same to you.
And we appreciate them. Lima Senior 84, Findlay 34. You've been watching high school basketball on WOSN.